So does taking steroids increase your risk of dying? Yes, it absolutely does. Boom! Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. Oh, man. This is a spicy topic because I know everybody's coming, you've been blasting gear and this, that, and the third. And honestly, I'm not saying I never did steroids in the past. I'm saying that right now. And in the recent past, meaning years, I'm on prescription TRT, which is controlled by a doctor, blood work monitored. I'm on 150 milligrams of testosterone a week. I don't mess with that stuff because honestly, I kind of regret using it in the past. And that's why when I get all these comments about blasting and this, that, it kind of makes me a little frustrated because I'm trying to put forth a nice message of health and wellness and longevity and performing at your best mentally and physically. And it just kind of gets to me. But I remember John Romano, a great guy. I consider him a friend, not like a friend where we have barbecues every weekend, but if I see him at trade shows, I consider him a friend. And in an interview once, he said, well, where are the bodies? If steroids kill people, where are the bodies? We know alcohol kills people. We know fentanyl kills people. We know drugs kill people other than those drugs. We know that things kill people. We know that being obese is a comorbidity for death. We know all these things that kill people, but steroids generally don't lead to a direct death. And let me explain, like you can overdose insulin or diuretics and die right there on the spot. If you over-inject testosterone, nothing really happens, right? Like you'd have to inject an exorbitant amount of testosterone to have any acute effects, meaning that it's going to kill you right there on the spot. I'm sure there's an amount, just like there's an amount you could drink too much water and die from hypernatremia. You can drink too much Ghost, available at tigerfitness.com, by the way, and die. So at the end of the day, you can die from a lot of things. You can overdose on anything. Tylenol, if you simply take, I think it's like 7 times the recommended dose, you die. Like you go into liver failure. Like there's a lot of things that can kill you. So I don't like when people just randomly blanket say that if you're on steroids or have been on steroids or any kind of steroids, even TRT prescribed for medical use to address a deficiency and to make you healthier and optimal and actually help you live longer, they equate that with just doing steroids. But steroid abuse can and will most likely be a contributor to your death. And let me explain why. We know that having altered lipid profiles increases your risk of heart disease. We know that there's a possibility, because athletes also have enlarged hearts, that increasing the size or having hypertrophy of your heart, which steroids might increase your likeliness of having that, will increase your risk of a cardiac event. We know that, for example, just having more weight causes your heart to pump harder, cause it to work harder. So besides all that, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. So you have your lipid profiles, you have your cholesterol, your LDL and HDL being out of whack. That just puts your body in a position where it's struggling more, so it's actually creating more mileage. If you have a car and you drive it 5 miles a day, it's going to last you longer than a car you drive 500 miles a day. Being on copious amounts of anabolic steroids, your car is flooring it. All the RPMs up as hard as they go every single day. Whereas if you weren't on steroids, your heart's like cruising. It's just cruising on the highway at 40 miles an hour. So it's putting more stress on your body. That stress can cause bad things. And let's not even get into other things that competitors do. Diuretics can kill you. Andreas Munzer died from diuretics. Insulin killed a lot of bodybuilders, a lot of unknown guys. And also, it's been rumored that that's what got Dallas McCarver. I don't know for a fact. I wasn't there, but that's one of the rumors. So the fact that some rumors shows that it might be a thing. So that's why we need to, I'm a personal responsibility guy. Like I made a post the other day on alcohol and how it's just bad for you on Instagram. And people got mad. I like to drink. It's actually not that bad for you. Some people are even saying it's good for you. But, here's the thing. If you like to do something and it's not good for you, by all means do it. If it's what you enjoy, YOLO, right? You only live once. As long as it's not affecting anybody else, if you're okay with it potentially affecting your ability to live a better life, or maybe you like being drunk, maybe that's what you live for, by all means, then drink, right? But if it affects it, I think it's my duty as someone with a platform to tell people about the risks. That doesn't mean I'm a bad person. That just means I care. It means I care. I really do. I want people to live life, and I want you to have this information. There's so many people like, man, I had no idea it did that. I had no idea it was that dangerous. Maybe I should not do it. So I just want people to have the pros and the cons of everything. The pros of steroid use is you're going to be strong as fuck. You're going to be more jacked than you would have been without steroids, better body composition. You might even win a bodybuilding pro card if you're that good. If you play other sports, you might be able to run faster, hit harder. There's so many things. Look at Barry Bonds, played baseball. His head grew like 10 sizes from all the GH he took. Like he went from this big of a hat to having like a fucking sombrero around that big ass dome of his. So at the end of the day, it's a choice. And there's something that I like to live my life by, and it's called the Ben Franklin chart. The Ben Franklin chart has pros on one side, cons on the other. And when I'm making a decision, I'll literally get a piece of paper and I'll write down pros and cons and I'll list them out. And whichever one has a longer side is what I'll go with. I take out all subjectivity, completely objective. And that's what you should do. Look, man, 99.9% of people watching this channel right now will benefit nothing except for a transient, acute, and temporary gain in lean mass that they probably won't even capitalize on because most of y'all don't compete. If you do compete, then what? You do an NPC show versus a bunch of other guys who are on a ton of steroids, and let's say you win. You get a trophy. Woohoo. Getting a pro card, you have as much of a chance of Carrie Underwood singing at your fucking 15th birthday party than you do of fucking having a pro card. Getting a pro card is really fucking hard. Oh, everybody be like, oh, getting a pro card's easy. Nah, trust me, it's fucking hard. I ran into people at USA's, man. These motherfuckers been trying for like 20 years. And I got it my first try. But I was lucky as fuck. And I've been working my ass off for a ton of years. And I out-geneticked a lot of those people. A lot of it's just, who were your parents? Who'd have thought that the guy who came from a fucking Jewish accountant and a former Israeli military person would be the fucking, would be the guy who gets a pro card? My dad was the accountant. My mom was a gangster ass fucking soldier. My grandfather, gangster ass boxer, soldier, escaped Auschwitz, played soccer. Like, my mom's side was dope. My dad's side, bunch of fucking Jewish nerds. Bunch of fucking nerds. Lucky I took after my mom's side more. Right? If I was on my dad's side, I'd be a Jewish accountant too. Shit, I should probably put my glasses on for this. I forgot my glasses. No wonder I can't fucking see my computer. So, look, guys, it's my duty to kind of show you guys what the fuck is going on. And I understand that a lot of people come at me with fucking jabs. And not the jab, not the jab from that guy with the last name that starts with F and ends with ouchie. No, people come and fucking take fucking jabs at me, fucking overhand rights and shit. Well, how do you talk about alcohol being bad because you're on steroids? What does one have to do with the other? If I say that fucking drinking water is good for you, I can opine on health issues while not being perfect. I've made my mistakes in the past. I'd like to think I'm pretty fucking perfect now, as close to perfect as I'll ever be. I mean, I'm crushing it now. I'm only 205 pounds. I feel good. I want you to feel good too. I also want you to make the mistakes that I made. I regret dosing and cycling steroids. I fucking do. Because I think I could have got my pro card without it. I'll be honest with you. It's been so long since I've fucking done a cycle that, I mean, it's like, fuck. I could have fucking done this without doing it on just TRT. I didn't have to. But I made that mistake. I don't want you to make the same mistake. Okay, guys? Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this helped you. I want you to do me a favor. These outright bars, not this flavor. We got the cookies and cream s'mores and cookie dough. This flavor is only a seasonal flavor because it melts in the summer. Go to GNC, pick up some outright bars. Do me a solid. I'd appreciate that. If your GNC doesn't have it, they will order it for you in the store. Or you can go to tigerfitness.com. That's tigerfitness.com. So I want you to buy all your supplements, all your MTS Whey, your Immortal, all your good supplements, even this Ghost Art. We have a whole bunch. We have fucking hundreds of brands. And please do that. Please support this channel. That's how we do it. Support me, my family, and all of our great employees. Okay, guys? Thanks so much for watching. Like this video. Subscribe to this channel. Click on the notification bell. And remember, boom, 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 boom. It's not a game. The best booster isn't a shot, it's your natural immune system. Every time we step out into the world, we are attacked by viruses that do their best to break down our defenses. Vita helps solve this problem. Vita contains proven antiviral replication supplements and Imulina to ensure that your body is primed to defend itself against foreign invaders. Don't go another day unprotected. Get your Vita today.